Check out verse 17. Luke 5 and 17. Now it happened on a certain day. This is just a normal day for Jesus, normal in the life of Jesus, that he was there teaching. And there were Pharisees and teachers of the law. All the deep folk had come to see whether or not he had any goods. And to make sure they caught him, because that's what they were trying to do, violating the law of Moses. They came out of every town in Judea and Jerusalem. But what they didn't know, that every time this man showed up to teach, look at the last sentence, and the power of God was also what? Present to heal them. Is that the testimony of your church? Or are you trying to shut him down? All the accountants show up. All the business people show up. All the educators show up. All the doctors show up. All the parents show up. All the engineers show up. But there is no power. That's not the way it ought to be. When they came to a meeting, the power of God was what? Present. Not just to watch them, but to what? To heal them. Woo, I'm going to preach to somebody. That's the way the church should look like. Anytime, Solomon prayed it this way at the dedication of the temple. He said, you make your presence so sacred in this place that if anything ever happened to us and we mess up and get to this place, you will hear from heaven. As soon as we set our feet in this house, your presence will deliver us. That's not the way many people feel about church. Amen. If you're in trouble and you were only given one place to go in order for you to be sure you're going to get an answer, would you run to your church or not? Yes. If they told you you had a week to live, would you even think to go to the church? Or would you go to New York to a specialist who's just doing some test results and research? Yeah. Because you have more confidence in that. This is how far we have come from the foundation of who we are. Yes. And of course you understand, I'm not saying don't go to the doctor. But I am underscoring the point that if you are a Christian who don't even have confidence that when you show up at church, God will move, you come to church to feel better and go back with your cancer and go back with your leukemia. We got all churches with a section of the hearing impaired. And it's great that we provide signers with sign language, but has anybody thought of laying hands on these people? Okay, let me slow down. Amen. Laying hands on them and opening their deaf ears. Or are we content to sign to them for the rest of their lives? When it is supposed to be that when we get together, the power of God ought to be present to heal. Selah. That means pause and think about it.